Welcome to LoJoLife. I'm Pat Mannery. Today we're here to talk about fitness. So, I have a long history of yo-yo dieting and being excessively overweight. And it started back as a child. I was always pudgy. I was called Uncle Fester in middle school because I was fat and bald. I had the shaved head and that's just always been my life. I was always overweight. I would lose some weight here and there, and then I'd gain more back. I would do different fad diets and try all sorts of tricks and gimmicks, and none of them ever worked. And in 2011, it was the first real go I had at trying to live healthy. It was when I quit drinking, and I just became obsessed with exercise. I didn't really change my diet a lot. I just started to obsess with working out. I'd work out 2, 3 times a day sometimes. It was very unhealthy. And eventually I fell into the prescription pill addiction, and that's when I got to my biggest. In 2016, I was 300 pounds. Well, probably more than 300 pounds. When I weighed myself in 2017 is when I was 300. And I had lost some weight at that point, but I hadn't been tracking. And as I got sober, I changed my mindset, and fitness became not an obsession, but just a part of my life. And I reframed how I view food. And to me now it's just fuel. I very rarely eat junk food. And part of the reason for that is I still have a tendency to go overboard when I eat poorly. The candy and the salty foods and stuff like that. That addiction gene just kicks in, and I start to overdo it. Even today, although it's very easy to shut off and get back to life as normal, but I just try to avoid it altogether. And now I couldn't imagine life without being fit. A big reason, as I've talked about in other videos, a big factor to me getting healthy was my kids. I had two little baby boys, and I roughhouse with them. I like to wrestle with them, and we play hard. And I knew I couldn't do that if I was overweight. So I lost a lot of weight. Now I range between 180 and 190 pounds, depending on how lean I am versus how bulked I get when it comes to muscle. But I couldn't be happier. And the biggest key was the mindset shift. There are so many different types of diets out there and exercise plans. And the truth is, most of them can work if you make the mindset shift. So it's about starting with small changes, but overall, you really want to change the way you view food and exercise. And if you understand that it's essential, and you understand that taking care of yourself is crucial to your overall health, it's so much easier to keep off. It's not a battle. I don't wake up every day wishing I could eat a whole bunch of junk food. I wake up, I have to work out. It's probably, with exception of two surgeries I've had to have over the last 3 years, I've always worked out 6 days a week. It is. Even when I go on a recovery week, my best friend usually mocks me because it's not much of a recovery week. I still do activities, I still exercise more light than usual, but I just stay active. It's part of my life, it's important. And I think it's what keeps me off of prescription pills. I'm 38 years old. A lot of guys my age complain about aches and pains, and they're on all sorts of prescription pills, and I don't take one. And I don't have any aches or pains. I feel great. And it's because I take care of myself. If I didn't, then I would also have aches and pains. And it's obviously not a genetic thing. I was most of my life. But the last 5 years, and for what I could see the future to bring, fitness is where it's at. I'm now a yoga instructor. I took a 200-hour training, and I'll take more training as time unfolds. I'm actually thinking about opening up a gym as well as a yoga studio at some point, because I have such a passion for it, and I really want to see other people succeed with it. Any questions you can have, comment, send me direct messages. I'm willing to help. I really want to make sure that other people can enjoy the success that I have. And It's the simplest thing, but also the hardest thing I've ever had to do alongside getting sober. The steps are simple, they're easy, but it's hard because you got to change what's up here. If you don't change the way you view it, well, you're doomed to continue to repeat those mistakes. So I will dive deeper into different aspects of fitness through these videos as time unfolds. But for now, I appreciate you taking some time and sitting with me today and watching this video. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.